is the XR Valor, and welcome to Signalis. I made a bit of a boo-boo, and I was streaming instead of recording because my OBS is a bit funny. I apologize for that. So I've done a little bit of the intro. I haven't seen much, so we're just going to quickly rush through this, get it done, get over the top. Pixel scale, pixel perfect, yep. I'm just going to leave everything as is, because I did before, but I am going to see. Controller. I don't have a controller plugged in at the moment. Sprint style hold, sorting controls off. Display, gameplay, control standard, tank, okay, standard. So yeah, I found out that I actually was playing the game with standard controls and tank controls, and for those who actually want to do tank controls. I don't have anything against tank controls, it's what I used to play with back when we were younger, but, you know, I wanted to point out something that I did point out accidentally when I was streaming instead of recording, that for those who want to see SCP, the next one, unfortunately I had a massive frame issue. Massive frame issue to the point where the game wasn't even functioning on my screen. I did mention in some of my videos that sometimes the frames drop due to OBS. Turns out, as a matter of fact, it was my computer. So I won't be able to do that one until I've upgraded my computer, and that could take some time. So for now, I'm going to play other games, see what works, see what doesn't. I mean, I get Kingdom Hearts 3, one of my favorite games series of all time. I managed to get that running at 60 FPS with my OBS running. So I don't know what it was. It's something to do with that game. So for now, we're going to get back into this. I apologize. You have unapplied settings. Sure. Let's just go ahead and do that then. And we're going to get back into this. Welcome to Signalis. As I said, this is a horror game. As it says there, it's got a lot of violence and gore. There might be flashing lights and stuff like that, so if you are susceptible to things like seizures, I'll try to leave a warning here and there. I'll put some text down the bottom, giving you time to know. But hopefully we won't have to deal with that. Hopefully we can just enjoy the game, get it over and done with. Now my volume on my OBS is too goddamn high. I was having an issue before where I noticed that. That my volume was way too low. And now my volume is way too goddamn high. So this is the thing. I am going to be pausing this recording and turn down some of that volume because, man, this is a lot louder than I anticipated to the shithouse. Alright, give me a there we go. Alright, I think I've fixed it. So we can move on. I don't want the volume to be too low because I don't want you guys to not be able to hear what's going on. Whereas before, when I recorded this the first time, streamed by accident on my Twitch, which I do have a Twitch if you want to see. As I said, the Twitch is more for adult content. I do a lot more adult content on there with a couple of my friends, and we just talk absolute mad crap and play some, first-person shooters, third-person shooters, things like that. Sometimes we play Splitgate, sometimes we play other things. But right now, I'm playing Signalis. So let's get into this. I've already checked all this out. There's nothing here. You just got to go up the ladder and essentially go through all these reports. I'll go back through the reports, and I will read them all again. Because I feel horrible. I've already done the intro to this and I forgot. I thought I was recording, turns out I was not. Anyway, Penrose type vessel field operations menu. The Penrose type vessels of the Yuuzhan People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in search of planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. This is not alcohol, just to point this out. This is Mountain Dew, so it's a good drink. All Penrose vessels are piloted by a Gesalt scout officer, supported by a land survey ship technician replica LSTR. These partner systems of the Gesalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous scout operations. Mutual control and support allow both the Gesalt officer and the technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. Once the vessel is catapulted towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver, the pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck while the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. I also mentioned before that I think this is really funny because when I first read this, all I could imagine was like the old trebuchet catapults, but instead of making wood, it's like all metal and technological, and just flings them into space from the ground. Like, I just think that'd be really cool, really funny. Alright, so I do know all of this already. There's a note here from a person. Someone clearly woke up from cryospace. It's a bit freaking out because the halls are empty, yada yada, and they're lost somewhere through space. So, if you want to read that, you can pause it and you can read that yourself, because I already had my concerns on that one. Can't access this door because the lock is defective. That's a common theme I've found. So we're going to go check this out first, because I think we have to. So we have in here a pod of some kind. Now, I already know the code because I literally just did this 2 seconds ago, so I want to see if this works without me getting the hint. Yes, it does. And inside is basically an empty cryopod, which is very sad because I am the tech ignition, which means the officer isn't here, which spins me out because I'm like, we've got locked doors and shiz. So what happened to the officer? That's the next question. And I'm gonna guess that's what she's doing. 2 pieces of the key snapped in half line of the cryopod. Yes, I want to take it. Because like she's just kind of wandering around aimlessly. I don't know her name either. I think it's just LSTR. So Lester, I guess, if you want to put a name to the face. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened. That's right. So I need to go in here, because in here we have 2 very important vital pieces. We got this here. LSTR, features and robotics. This basically is just telling you that you're some sort of robotic engineer, healer, repairer dude. You can essentially repair things. Teaches you the controls like tab, items, combine, things like that. All the stuff that came with these pixelated horror games from back in yonder year. This game is actually fairly new. It's not old, it's actually fairly new. So what I found is that they must be just trying to replicate the good old days of games when things could be spooky or could be terrifying. Alright, so we got this here. Take the adhesive tape, because I'm going to need that. So I'm not going to click on this because it just basically tells me on the screen. Not going to really see it. So status condition, critical system failure detected. So something's gone wrong. Location, unknown planetary surface. Crew, A. Young Gessold pilot, no signal, because she's not here. And LSTR 521 replica unit active in the mess hall, which is where we are currently. Hard landing on surface has damaged the critical systems. Warning, surface temperature critically low. Wear protective clothing during the AVA. Okay, I didn't read that before. That was important information, and that would explain why she puts on something very soon that I'll show you. So, what that basically told us is if I go into my menu, we not only have a map, which is something I found out way too late, but we also have the ability that is very bloody. We can also combine things with other things. So now the airlock key will work. Funny how even in today's standards, with that wouldn't work, but now in the future it does. So oh, I actually didn't see that. Diagnostics. Okay, so she's fine. So she's LSTR. Okay, so lock is defective. Yeah, I can see that. So I had to, so just to make people clear on this, I had to delete the previous profile, because from what I've heard, if you restart the game again, you lose some of the experience that you would get from your first run through. So I did try just backing out and going back in. Didn't work properly. I lost a fair bit of information. It wasn't even checkpointed, so. Alright, let's check stuff out. So we've got this photo here, which we need to take. Look at this photograph. Which is a photo of what I'm only guessing is Eileen Young, can be seen on it. So as you can see, it's Eileen Young. But there was someone else in this photo. God, Eileen looks very similar to our pro tag. I was only just piecing that together now, which is very sad. But as you can see, like the control panels, they don't work. This one says it's an electrical failure, so I think this one is supposed to be over here. Because that one says hard critical landing and that one says electrical failure. There is a cracked screen. Don't matter how much electricity you put into that, that ain't gonna work anymore. That's done skis. Ship's control panel, it's a lost cause, yada yada. Ship's control panel. Judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever flag in. So, as I mentioned before I started recording properly, I love games like this. I love horror games in general. I think they're really fun and really intriguing. And a game like this, where it's not only doing horror, but it's also doing this surreal, unknown, going on amnesia-esque type of stuff, which is another game I love. I love Amnesia: The Dark Descent. And it leaves everything to your imagination. I love it when games do this, because it really does increase the feeling of fear and the feeling of, I don't know what's going on. So we're going to quickly get through this, because this I've all seen before, up until at the outside. So we're going to use this airlock key, which will work. We're going to put on the suit, because it's low temperature outside. Good thing I mentioned that here. Hello, LSTR. I want to call you Lester, but I don't know. It just feels too male, if you catch my drift. I know that, like, in this day and age, you can't judge traditional gender, yada 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 yada, cry me a river. But, like, I've never heard of a woman being called Lester. I've never heard a girl called Lester, so I'm just going to bring this closer to me real quick, because I have a feeling I'm going to need it closer. Hello in there. Actually, probably not. My OBS is going off its tit. Okay, so we're out in the snow. But what are you looking for? That's the thing. If she's looking for the pilot, fair. But she hasn't spoken the entire time. She didn't speak in my first playthrough either. So my question is, why? What are you looking for? So you get a click to get through here, as I found. They made the joke this was a nether portal, but I don't feel like saying that anymore, because now it's just kind of lost its grip. But it does look like the nether portal. You can't tell. Like, the boxes all around it. Come on. Come on. Like, I know it's some sort of obelisk and whatever, but, like, you know, people can see it. I do love Minecraft, so of course I can see it. Ooh. Spooky, scary skeletons. Hello! Are you down there? This is all I've seen up to. So everything from here is new. So this is going to be very interesting, because all I can see is a red bloody tube and a hole in the wall. And I played Resident Evil 4. Not Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 4. And I've learned that holes in walls are not a good thing. For those of you who have played Silent Hill 4, check it out. It's pretty good. If you like Silent Hills. Can I not? There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint light glowing from the deep. Do you want to crawl into the hole? I mean, it's not like I can do much else. So let's go. Squeeze your way in there, darling. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Anyone else seeing, like, the GoldenEye intro? Like, just the barrel of the gun? I know that's ruining the immersion for everybody, but, like, this is... I've got nothing to be afraid of so far. It's just kind of spooky. There's some part of me that really, really hates the hole. The hole's gone. The hole is gone. Where's the hole? Oh, I really don't like this. This is so Silent Hill 4 inspired. It's just gotta be. The door won't open. Where could it possibly lead to? You know, that is a good question. You're asking all the good questions here. A light switch. I'd rather not turn it on. Why? Why? It's a light. It could only make things better. I mean, the light's already on, but unless you said turn it off. Yeah, turn it off. Okay, so I'm just blind as a bat. That's why I got these things. An old wooden wardrobe. Don't know what it is, but it's white noise, which is making me very unsettled. Old Imperial cereals. Like cornflakes? I'm pretty sure these are banned. Textbooks on radio operation. They look old and worn. Textbooks on radio operation look old and worn. Okay. So that's of no use to me. I don't want to interact with the computer because I have a feeling that's where the game will really start to pick up. So I really just want to check out absolutely everything first. The national flag. Oh. Well, how do you do? A heavy safe box wrapped in chains. That is freaky, and I love it. Is that a radiator? I guess it's some sort of like heater. Dark pictures of the coastline and an island. Are they photographs? You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? A book. An ancient looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it's calling to me. Does it? Pick up the King in Yellow? Well, sure. Picked up the King in Yellow. Sure. Look. Up. What'd I do? Preparing to send message. What message? What could I have possibly done in the 2 seconds of picking up a book that has caused this problem? Okay, we can stop with the flashing imagery. What the hell was that? Oh, great holes secretly are dug in the Earth's port. What the fuck? Is she getting more decay? Oh my god! Things have to learn to walk and then or to crawl. What the fuck? What promise? I made no promises. What are we just dying right? Wake up. Signalis. Okay, this is good. This is highly recommended so far to give this a try. Holy cheers. Capital 1 I don't know what language that is, and I apologize, but I can't read it properly. Because that looks like either Japanese or Korean. But then the other words seemed like the other side of the world, like Russian or German. It didn't really, maybe in Portuguese, it didn't really give me the same impact. So just gonna play lullabies now. I'll play your game. Bathroom stalls in various states of disrepair. Well, I can't repair those, apparently. It's getting very loud in my ears. That's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted that experience. I wanted the experience. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. See what I mean? It just seems like Portuguese or something. It doesn't seem... You gonna stop with the ominous noises? You have been selected to, or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski, located on Lang in the frontier of the solar system. S23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for our new beginning. At our prestigious redacted okay, that's a weird thing to redact. Vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Nation, apparently. Great English. Here you will learn all about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war effort against the remnants of the Empire. And of course, learning isn't just about theory. Aeon lets you earn your share while practicing your new craft right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? Ask a protector, that's not how you spell it, about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. Radio, neighboring. Oh, so there is a door there. Okay, another defective lock. Can I go through this one? It's locked. You will need to give it a visitor's pass. Okay. Whoa. There's a keyboard with a note taped to the window of the reception. Due to staff shortage, report new arrivals at classroom 4C Northeast. Pick up the receptionist key. Yes. So can I access the elevator? The surface access lift. I don't need to go back. Go back where? We didn't come from up there. We went from the bathroom. What do you know that I don't? Use receptionist key. Hello, camera. Sorry, I get caught up in stuff. It's locked. It requires a key. Okay, so I don't have the key for that either. So I guess the visitor's key doesn't work there. That is completely sealed off. The lock is defective. Can I? Denkan, Die Regal Der 6. Rule of 6. Remember the rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Private property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. So no more than 6 items in my inventory? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Yeah, because I can only hold 6 items. Okay. The photo's different. The photo's different. The photo's different. Looks like the pigment was damaged by time and exposure to the elements. The photo's different. And it looks... I'm just going to say the obvious. It looks like me. Or whoever this girl is. That's upsetting. Because... was she human once? Is that what I'm to assume? She was human once. Looks defective. Looks defective. There's a whole undersystem down there going on too. So, was this LSTR once human? Like, that's the questions I'm currently asking myself. Was she once human? And is this part of the whole process? To make LSTRs, you have to clone real people. Is that a thing? Like, because that's kind of spooky. It's kind of spooky if you think about it. I'm not too sure. By the way, yes, I'm playing with my microphone. I probably will for a little while because I just want to get it at a position where it feels comfortable for me and comfortable for the camera. Because it does upset me that I can't like just freeform it because it's got to be tight. It's got to be tightened. So I'll be playing with it for a bit. That's a dead corpse. A dead Yule unit. She's in a horrible state. She. Infected-looking biocomponents are bulging out of her damaged shell. What happened to her? What will cause this? You know, that's a good question, but let's not stick around and find out. Yule unit? Unit. So she's a robot of some kind. Can't go through there. Let's go through here. I'm not going to take any chances. Is there anything around here I can check out? Yes. Memorandum, wall safe codes. It has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the Protector's wall saves. Any workers connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I am restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler. Suspicious. Keep records, protocol, everything. Remember, if you don't write it down, it never happened. Get the right form from administration and save your files frequently. That is why I have a notepad. I actually do have a notepad on my desk with a pen, just in case I need to write shit down. Because you never know with these games. I'm also wondering how I save in this game, because I don't think I know how to save yet. Service request form, F29. Data filing, service request form, the 8421-4. So it's like, I don't know, is this year 4 or is it year 2084? Because, like, again, I don't know much about dates. In Australia, at least, we do the day, the month, and then the year. But I've heard that in certain other places, they do it differently. So, like, I know in America when I ordered a Vector robot, which is the cutest button I've ever gotten, he is incredible. I had to put the month first, and then the day second, which screwed up my delivery. So, there was that. Service object, Mond Tocha. I'm going to say Tocha, or whatever. Let's hope that's right. High security wall safe, numeric keypad, location of object, classroom 4B. Description, the wall safe in classroom 4B keeps resetting to the default combination. What's the point of the whole radio code broadcast system if our safe can only be opened with the code in the manual? Oh, Jesus! We have a safe system. So red TVs that scream at you are your save points. Good to know. Jeezums. I'm going to be a frequent saver in this, I can already tell. There's another one. I did a rookie mistake. I'm going to quickly change that. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. A dead Yule unit. Why was she abandoned here? So she's dead, not mutated like the other one. Locked. Locked. Door! We have a door! What's in the door? An aperture card microfilm viewer. If I had an aperture card, I could view its contents. Okay, so that gives me something to look for. Mirror. A simple first aid kit. I can't use any of these since you're not designed for replicas. Okay, so... Wait. Does that make me a replica of the girl in the photo? Because that would make sense then. Okay, music, you can calm down. It's all good. So I need a certain type of card. So let's go back in this room. Because there was a door I didn't go through on the right-hand side, so we'll go check that out. Unless... No. Is there something? File cabinet? No. Over here? No. No. I'm going to go through here because this isn't where I want to be, but it's where we're going. The lock is defective. Typical. So we have like a map. Cool. We do have a map. Ah, that's right. I forgot about that card key I need for over there. Red symbol, I guess that's something I have to come back to. So I can't go through there because it's locked. But this door. So is there a reason for me not to be running? No running in the hallways. No running in the hallways. Be mindful of your neighbors. Everyone can hear you run. That's not comforting. That's really not comforting. Because if the creatures are sound-based, that's going to make it even more terrifying. If there are creatures. The code resets to its default. I need to learn the code for default. Or is it just 1, 2, 3, 4? Check. Because, like, that's usually what default does. No. Okay. I'm gonna go back, quickly check this broadcast. Okay, no. So no, I was looking for the key, but clearly it's not here. So I'm gonna be walking for a while because that's already freaked me out. This camera's watching me. Hi. An Elster unit, Star. Hello, Star. You should leave this place. The facility is lost. Turn back before it's too late. L-Star. Okay, so L-Star. Not Lester, L-Star. I'm looking for this woman. Have you seen her? This music's really kicking up. I don't know her, but she might be one of the workers. All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. Bum bum bum. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. There's an access elevator to the mine shaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. Pick up protector key? Why not? So can I not... There was a med kit, but it wasn't designed for a replica, so I'm going to assume that that med kit will not work for her. But I don't want to just leave her here. Like, there's got to be something I can do, right? Classroom key required. There's got to be something I can do, right? Can I talk to her again? I'll be out of here as soon as this repair patch stops my bleeding. Okay, so she's got a repair patch going. You should get out of here too. I don't know who that woman is, but she's probably dead by now. If you still want to go, good luck. Jesus. I don't want to just leave her there, because clearly, like, when they say there's a mass bulging in the freaking people, that's usually a sign of like a zombie or an alien or something or some sort of mutation. Like, you don't want to just leave people lying behind. Like, there should be like a carry function where I can like pick her up on my shoulder and say, no, I won't leave you. And it is time to save. If it keeps doing that, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, save file 2. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm a spastic saver. I like to save when I can, especially when something new happens. Plus, you do different save files in case one gets corrupted. That's just common knowledge. Like, I got 2 profiles, and I plan to copy the profile once I'm done this session, so that I can do that, which won't be long, I don't think. What's the protector for this? That's an aperture card. Can't use that. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk right past that body. Knowing that somebody else was hurt now raises the stakes. So am I gonna get ever a weapon to protect myself? Ha 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 ha! Speak of the devil, picked up a gun. Aperture card, yes. Firearms! Semi-automatic pistol, chambered 10 by 20 millimeter. That's a big bullet, I think. Actually, I don't know. I'm not big into guns. Although, I would like to shoot one day. This reliable, versatile handgun is the standard issue sidearm for Aeon Protector Control Staff. Remember, you must first equip the pistol in the inventory screen to designate the pistol as your primary weapon for the targeted module. To deploy the weapon, hold right-click to disengage the safety. Okay, so there's a safety involved, so maybe I can hold people up. And enter targeting mode. While in targeting mode, normal click and F will both be the fire of the weapon. R will initiate the reload. Remember, do not waste ammunition, for it is the resource of the nation. When a target is down, try to finish it off by kicking it with a bat or hitting it with a baton to preserve ammo. Got a cord. term, which is current due to recent events in accordance with the new Aon Public Interest Media Regulation, AGM 87, the term blank, which is currently in use in various Aon facilities, is no longer permissible and must no longer be used. Premises and departments that are currently using this term are to be immediately renamed. Management personnel shall black out the term from all signage and documents until replacement terminology is announced by Aon, with immediate effect usage of the term in conversion and correspondence with an offence. Conversion and correspondence is an offence. Obscenity to the state. To be punished with 2 cycles of double work shift. Okay. It may not be easy, but we will all have to do our part here. Always remember, our language shapes our world. A perfect world requires a perfect language. Adler. So that's just toxic speak right there. I'm guessing I can't do anything with this cable. So, that's just toxic. You can't tell someone how to not speak when they've been speaking for years. Just because one person finds it offensive doesn't mean the rest of the world will. It's like in Australia we had coon cheese. And because it had the word coon in it, which was actually the owner's last name, I looked it up, they had to change it to cheer cheese. Which is just ridiculous. That was someone's last name and someone's business. Someone's family business. And someone in the world just ruined that for that family. Not that it's dumbed down sales at all, it was the best cheese, but you know. Offensive or just control issues. Okay, gonna just quit this real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. That was different. That was different. Okay, having to disengage and then run over to kick him. I like the mechanics, but god dang, that scared the absolute. Why is it still staticky? It's to creep me out. That was not okay. Hi. Hello. You're the person I'm looking for. Gestalt. Oh, hello. At least I think she is. She looks similar, unless the chick in the hair, the photo was black, had black hair, which is more likely. You don't belong here either, do you? I'm Isa Ital. Oh, Gestalt must be like a unit, or because by the looks of it, she's got like things all over her shoulders, so like a unit or like a worker. You should be careful. There's something wrong with this place. I don't know what happened, but it's probably dangerous to go any further. That's okay, I understand. I have something I need to do too. Take care. I hope you find who you're looking for. Hi. I wish I could zoom in. But that does look like her, right? Yeah. It's like a dead-on image. So then why... I don't know. Aperture guard, which is I'm going to use now on this computer to find out what the go is here. Yes. Some sort of documents. High security, wall safe, numeric. Wall safe complies with regulations 41, 43 features of high density grassal door secured with a numeric pad. Proudly produced on Haymat by VBM Mond and Tosher Technic. I'm really sorry. Enter the code using the keypad, press the confirm key on the lower right key if the correct is green. Rotate the dial on the left of the door. To clear any previously altered digits, press the E key in the lower left. Enter the factory default code. Okay. I'm going to get out my notepad. Hang on. So I'm not going to be able to remember this. No matter what I do, I won't remember this. Okay. So it's 204512. the safe. Okay, so that'll work in my favor there. That's why you always keep notepads. And I refuse to use my phone because I'm not going to divert into that. I'm just gonna... Like, I'm sure it's dead, but like, chances I don't want to take, especially since I've only got so many bullets. Okay, so we'll go open up this safe, and then I'll save, and we'll just leave it at that, because I need to stop recording this. I'll start recording a new episode shortly, but not right now. Alright, so we've got the passcode. We've got the passcode right here. Okay, so it's 204512. Bingo! And then twist the dial. What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? We have a security card, I'm gonna guess, or a classroom card. Classroom key card. Bingo. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna go ahead and save because, as I said, I like to keep saving. I like to keep ahead of things. I don't like having to backtrack, especially when you haven't saved in a while and you get picked up by like a jump scare. I really don't like that. I know it's going to do it, but it still upsets me. Progress saved in file 3. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here. This is really good. I want to keep playing this because this is so much fun. My OBS is loving me at the moment. It's not freaking out. It's happy. It's not like, oh, you got too much shit going on at once. You're doing great. It's good. So we're going to, fingers crossed that it sticks that way, and we're just going to roll with it. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will get back to this very, very soon, along with a few other games. I'm also going to do a few more, so you'll see a few more show up on the channel, 3 in one day. We're going to do this right. We're going to do a lot of episodes. We're going to do them all subsequential. We're going to keep the series going on each one. We're not going to diverge. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao.